Good morning. It's May 1st, and this is your daily brief in science. Here's everything you need to know. Jared Isaacman, a self-made billionaire and founder of Shift4 Payments, is in the spotlight after being nominated as NASA Administrator, succeeding Bill Nelson. During his confirmation hearing, Isaacman presented a vision for NASA that emphasizes the continuation of the Artemis program for lunar exploration, while also pursuing missions to Mars, all within budget constraints. With over 7,000 flight hours and qualifications to fly military fighter jets, Isaacman brings significant aviation experience, having flown to space twice through his Polaris program. His recent missions include Polaris Dawn, which set a record altitude and marked the first spacewalk by non-government astronauts. The Senate Commerce Committee has voted 19-9 to advance Isaacman's nomination to the full Senate, receiving notable bipartisan support from Chairman Ted Cruz and Ranking Member Maria Cantwell. However, concerns were raised during the hearings about the potential influence of Elon Musk on NASA's mission agenda, which Isaacman addressed by asserting his independence from Musk. This nomination highlights ongoing tensions in U.S. space policy as the agency seeks to balance the goals of returning to the moon with aspirations to send humans to Mars, a vision supported by both Isaacman and former President Trump. Currently, NASA faces proposed cuts of 47% to its science program, which experts warn could severely impact the agency's ability to conduct effective space science. Isaacman has publicly opposed these proposed budget cuts, advocating for the continuation of key science missions and a robust NASA budget. Both Ted Cruz and Maria Cantwell emphasized the necessity of continuing the moon mission as a key requirement for the NASA administrator role. If confirmed, Isaacman would become the 15th NASA administrator, taking over from Janet Petro, who has been serving as acting administrator since the Trump administration. It is also noted that Isaacman may need to pause his personal space endeavors, including future Polaris missions, which are connected to SpaceX's Starship program, contracted for NASA's Artemis III lunar landing mission scheduled for the year 2027. The Picuris Pueblo tribe is making headlines with a groundbreaking genetic study aimed at clarifying their ancestral ties to the ancient Pueblo populations of Chaco Canyon, New Mexico. This research utilizes ancient DNA analysis to validate the tribe's cultural claims and historical narratives, fostering a deeper understanding of their heritage. This initiative is notable as it marks the first time a federally recognized indigenous tribe has led a DNA study to support their historical narratives. Frustrated by the lack of response to their objections against oil and gas drilling near Chaco Canyon, officials from the Picuris tribe sought the expertise of geneticists to explore their tribal history through genetic data. Historically, the Picuris tribe has faced significant population decline, dropping from around 3,000 individuals before colonization to approximately 300 today, which has affected their cultural presence. The findings from this study corroborate traditional tribal knowledge about their ancestral lineage, revealing strong genetic continuity within the Picuris population. This research exemplifies a community-driven model for indigenous studies, contrasting with previous exploitative practices where scientists operated without tribal consent. Archaeologists highlight the historical and cultural importance of Chaco Canyon, advocating for the inclusion of indigenous voices in preservation efforts. Picuris Governor Wayne Yaza described this collaboration as a transformative decision, providing vital data for the tribe's cultural identity. Lieutenant Governor Craig Quancello expressed the emotional significance of validating their genetic link to Chaco Canyon, underscoring the importance of their oral histories. While the study emphasizes the Picuris connection to Chaco Canyon, it also stresses the necessity of respecting the narratives of other indigenous tribes associated with this historic site. Published in the journal Nature, the study maintains indigenous control over DNA data, representing a shift towards more ethical research practices. A new study led by Anirudh Patel from Columbia University proposes a fascinating origin for gold and other heavy elements. The research suggests that these elements may come from the giant flares of magnetars, which are highly magnetized neutron stars. Published in the astrophysical journal Letters, the study utilizes 20-year-old archival data from NASA and ESA telescopes, positing that magnetars could contribute up to 10% of the galaxy's heavy elements. Magnetars are formed from the collapsed cores of massive stars after supernovae and possess magnetic fields 1,000 trillion times stronger than Earth's. They are known for emitting intense bursts of X-rays and gamma rays. These neutron stars have extreme densities. Just a teaspoon of their material weighs about 1 billion tons. Their starquakes can release high-energy radiation that has the potential to impact Earth's atmosphere. Currently, only 3 giant flares from magnetars have been observed in the Milky Way, highlighting their rarity and the need for further study. The research team identified a smaller gamma-ray signal from a 2004 magnetar flare that aligned with their predictions regarding heavy element creation. While past studies indicated that neutron-star mergers create heavy elements, these events occurred too late to account for the production of early elements like gold. In 2017, a neutron-star merger was observed producing significant amounts of gold. However, it could not explain the formation of gold shortly after the Big Bang. Co-author Eric Burns noted that the findings address a century-old riddle, emphasizing the connection between cosmic events and everyday materials. To further investigate, NASA's upcoming Compton Spectrometer and Imager mission, set to launch in 2027, will study magnetar flares and identify individual elements created in these cosmic events. The research team plans to analyze older magnetar flare data for additional insights into the processes behind heavy element creation. A new study sheds light on the complex relationship between brain cells and addiction relapse, particularly in heroin use. Led by researchers Anna Croyer and Demetrio Labate, the study focuses on astrocytes, a type of brain cell that plays a critical role in maintaining synaptic stability and responding to drug-seeking signals. The research reveals that exposure to heroin causes these astrocytes to shrink and become less responsive, potentially impairing their function in addiction recovery. This finding underscores the importance of astrocytes in understanding drug-seeking behavior and developing effective relapse prevention strategies. Utilizing machine learning, the researchers achieved an impressive 80% accuracy in predicting the structural variations of astrocytes in the nucleus accumbens, a brain region associated with addiction. By analyzing astrocyte morphology based on 15 specific criteria, the study provides a detailed structural analysis that could pave the way for new insights into addiction mechanisms. This interdisciplinary collaboration between the University of Cincinnati and the University of Houston highlights the value of diverse expertise in advancing addiction research. Lead author Michaela Marini pointed out the urgent need for effective treatments to curb opioid relapse, which currently lag behind those available for alcohol addiction. The machine learning framework developed in this study is not only applicable to astrocytes, but can also be adapted to explore other cell types, potentially aiding in the identification of biomarkers for various diseases. The research employs object recognition technology to analyze astrocyte structure, addressing previous limitations in translating animal model findings to human applications. Looking ahead, future research will delve into the specific mechanisms of astrocytes in the nucleus accumbens using human tissue samples, aiming to inform new addiction treatment strategies. Published in Science Advances on April 30, 2025, this study emphasizes the potential of combining quantitative tools from mathematics and biology to tackle the complex challenges of addiction research. Researchers at Penn State have unveiled a new method for lithium extraction that promises to revolutionize the industry. This innovative technique is not only faster and more efficient, but also environmentally friendly, recently securing patent rights for its unique approach. The method allows for high-efficiency lithium extraction in just minutes, utilizing low temperatures and water-based leaching. This process eliminates the need for acid and high heat, which are typically required in traditional extraction methods. Led by mining engineering professor Mohammad Rezai, the research team emphasized the importance of environmentally responsible lithium extraction, especially given lithium's critical role in powering modern technology. Lithium is essential for rechargeable batteries found in smartphones, electric vehicles, and energy storage systems. Currently, Australia, Chile, and China dominate the global lithium supply, with Chile and Argentina providing 97% of U.S. lithium imports. This is notable despite the U.S. having significant lithium deposits of its own. Traditional extraction methods are known for being resource-intensive and environmentally damaging, often involving high-temperature processes and sulfuric acid that generate substantial carbon emissions and hazardous waste. In contrast, the new method not only focuses on lithium, but also shows potential for extracting other critical minerals like rubidium and cesium, which are valuable in electronics and battery technologies. The research team is now working on scaling up this extraction method for industrial applications, with backing from the Penn State College of Earth and Mineral Sciences through the George H. Dika Jr. Research Award. Rezai and his team are also investigating the extraction of rubidium and cesium from various ores, showcasing the broad applicability of their innovative method. This has been your daily brief in science. To read more about these stories, follow the links in the episode bio. You can also subscribe to these updates via email at www.brief.news. For more daily podcasts about the topics you love, visit brief.news/podcasts. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back with everything you need to know.